Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with another call review. This was a close I had very recently. I wanted to review it with you guys. There are some things that I did very well, some things not great. This prospect in particular really talked quite a lot. And as Jordan Belfort would say, went off to Pluto. A couple of times, admittedly, I jumped on a rocket and I joined her. You've got to be careful not to stray from the point too far, which is almost what I'm doing right now, and just keep your prospect focused. But look, that being said, let's get straight into it and review this call. I've saved you the hassle and I'm just at the close now. So a dropping the investment.
What we do is a very detailed one-to-one mentorship. Of course, I mentioned Samuel Leeds charges £12,000. Touchstone, I'm very familiar with what they do. Charges £15,000. Vincent Wong charges £6,800, including VAT.
That's my offer.
So now it's how to think about it. Think about it.
You've got to think about it.
I have to write down this number.
What was that smile for?
It's better. Getting better.
Okay. I thought so. I thought that smile is an impressed smile.
But my question is, I wonder if it's possible.
Flirting a little bit, I can't lie.
It's not in 100% of it's in part of it. If I earn money through you for your mentorship, I can simply give it to you later as a payment.
Can I pay later?
How do you mean, sorry?
So, for example, if thanks to your mentorship, let's say 12 weeks. So let's say if I am in the fourth week, if I am in the fourth week help somebody buy a house for a good price, and I am earning too from this, so I simply give that money to you. If I can even give you 100% of the money which I earn on the first deal. But what is the most important for me is the tuition, the content which I would learn. And if you would not agree for if you, for example, could...
Would you work for free? The cheek of some people.
Because I would give back to you, but I wouldn't like to pay the whole at once from the, upfront. Because I'm always, it's a lot for me. It's a lot for me. And last year, for example, I spent 1,000 on a course, and I was so frustrated with that, going to school every day, other schools. It was on not internet, sorry. It was an IT course. And, I should not, I want to learn, I can pay, but I don't want to spend that much money. What do you think about it? Could Vincent or Florence think about it? Or if I could have part of it? Something like this.
Okay. I already know what Vincent and Florence would say, and they're business partners of mine, so I can have this conversation. I want to move money aside for a sec. You mentioned 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. I want to be crystal clear. Before I even discuss doing anything with these numbers, is this 100% something that you want to do and you would be committed to?
But the same kind of thing I heard at Touchstone.
Right. That was a really good question. So what that's called is pacing the objection. The objection is ultimately money. Ultimately it's actually an uncertainty objection because she's scared. She's uncertain. When you see a clear ROI, return on investment, it's a no-brainer. You're going to go for it. With like an educational program of any sort, it is very hard for a prospect to see the return on investment because it's education. But with this, pacing that first objection, okay, so she said, well, look, it's a lot of money. So I said, money aside, do you believe in this process? Is this even something that you want to do? Yeah. You want to get them recommitted. You want to get them like, well, yeah, I do want to do this. I do need this. And then you can structure maybe like a payment plan, come to that solution together.
Right. Yes, of course I'm interested. But if I give you the transfer, if I transfer it, for you tomorrow, how will I feel? No, it's because really my income is not high. It's not high, and I'm very, as I said, I'm very frugal. This is what saves me. And I don't know if it's not possible. Then okay, then I will have to find I don't know, other ways, or just listen to some other stuff. But I don't know if I'm ready to pay that much.
Okay, Christina, you say your income is not high.
No, it's not.
Are you happy with that?
I am not. No, I'm not. I think I'm worth much. I am a professional.
Obviously, you can't see this, but after that was a death stare. You want them to feel awkward. You want to fill that meeting with an awkward silence. Are you happy with that income? No, I'm not. What are you going to do about it then? Just, that is like you got to be firm with some prospects,
My lessons they have to be good. And
sure.
probably I am, what my weakness being perfectionism. So I know now I shouldn't be like that with students, and maybe not even students, everywhere else. We are not perfect. So I don't think being perfect is good. I don't think it is, really, to be honest. So, how can you be perfect at my age? And, I have gray hair. Well, okay, so I have to, accept this. I'm not perfect. And when I was 20, I wasn't perfect. Yes, looking back. So this is my weakness. In school, I wanted, always wanted my classes to be perfect. Yes. And,
Pluto,
yes,
another
this is
one.
my problem,
Elon
right?
Musk,
And
run
here,
me another rocket. I'm off to
here,
Pluto.
different cultures, yes? Different cultures. And, it clashed. So I don't know. Okay, so I'm not saying I will think about it because, what I will do, I will simply look to, I don't know, browse and listen to other people and just look around. If I had a higher income, I probably would think about it. And yeah, so this looks like that.
Okay. Higher income, if you had a higher income, the only person who can change that is you. And with your job currently, the salary isn't going to go up as high as the cost of living is going to go up.
I know because I've seen it. No, of course. That's why I even, more, yeah.
Just a quick point there on the tone shift. You can hear, I have sped this up just so it doesn't take up too much of your valuable time, but you can hear she's quite erratic. And for me, just to slow the conversation right down and speak to her with an empathetic tone. I think at this time, it's just a bit of reassurance that she needs, because if you mirror that erratic behavior, they'll end up just leaving the meeting. So sometimes if someone is that in that fight or flight mode, you just got to bring it right down.
Yeah. I am now even more interested than ever. I've seen it because 2 years ago, a tenner was enough to buy this and that and that. Now it's 20 to buy the same kind of stuff. Now it's 20 twice for me. It's not for me. Inflation is not, I don't know how much, 2%. For me, it is for me it's twice as much we pay now. Yeah. This is how I look at it. For me, it's twice as much.
And it's not going to change. Now, you mentioned I'll go away and I'll watch more videos. And look, I'll be transparent. You can watch YouTube videos for the next 10 years. You won't become successful.
You know what I will do if I change my situation, because even today I hope sooner or later I will find a place in that alternative provision. I hope, and if not, I will be simply a what do you call them?
I appreciate that you're smart enough to know that you don't want that money sat in your bank, because it is eventually just going to disappear. It's not going to go up. Sat there, it's only going to go down. And I think if you look at it from the bigger picture, it's like, okay, look, 6,800. As much as that is more than half price of other things that you've looked at, I appreciate it's not pocket change. I'll say that first and foremost. But I think if we look at this 3 months, what would you rather? In 3 months' time, still have £6,800 sat in your bank account and be no better off than you are currently? Or if invested 6,800, working with a coach that has gone through this exact program, and you've already done your first couple of deals, that you've laid the foundations for a successful 2025.
I want to do that. It's a lot for me. If I have as I said, if this Friday I have a conversation with target, whatever they call, And I'm also meeting another place. I'm going to another place, the alternative provisions. I really don't want to be a supply teacher any longer. Any longer. I hope I will be earning more. So when I'm earning more, I can tell you. Then I will talk to you. Unless I find something which is cheaper.
What, like the IT course that you found that was $1,000?
No. I won't go to IT. No, it was a mistake. It was a
What
mistake.
I'm saying is, if you might find something that's like the same thing on paper and it's £1,000, it's like, oh, no brainer, I'll do that. There's probably a reason why it's cheaper. But if you spent £1,000 and didn't change your situation, you'll still be in the same situation down the line, just with £1,000 less than what you currently have. Can I be honest with you for a sec? Would it be fair to say that a little bit of the struggles that you have right now in this moment is maybe limiting beliefs?
Well, it is. Of course, it is.
And I think that's fair enough. It's incredibly natural. What do you think is the biggest reservation that you have? The fear of it not working?
If at least I was being going to
Look at the shift in tone now.
for the agencies, I would be feeling better.
Right back
But the September was bad, very.
Yeah.
I don't want even. No, it was so bad, and I'm not feeling. I just don't want to spend money, and probably I was a little bit naive when I booked this with you today. I can come back to Vincent. Yes, I can come back to Vincent. I definitely will not make a decision now. Definitely not now. I would have to think through this. And if I decide to give it a go, I first have to have a different job. So I don't know. It will be. I hope maybe it will be 1 month or something like this, 1 month. So I cannot say anything else. I'm not going to promise anything because I want to hold my word.
I'm not asking for a promise. I'm not even asking for you to commit to this because I'll be completely honest. It doesn't make a difference to my life whether you do it or not. It really doesn't. You mentioned in 1 month, in 2 months, you're then looking at the calendar, you're a bit closer to Christmas, finances are a bit tighter anyway, and you would look and go even more fearful than you would be right now. Or it's a case that you look and you go, right, well, 3 months, okay, I could have a property deal that I flip already before Christmas.
So do you to say because the substance is this is something like this? If you don't make they say if you don't make any business with us, even join our coaching, we will give you back later. We will give you actually twice the money. They say we will give you 30k. So my husband said, okay, so they are not, they are not serious. They got serious. He called them not. He doesn't think they could be honest. Well, I know what you mean. So I think we have to finish this conversation, and I can come back sooner or later, and then I know how much it costs now.
All right. Look, I think when you look at 6,800, it's a gulp. It is like, oh my God. Whatever you're working with at the moment with capital, even still, is not pocket change. So I want to remind you that we do a 3-month mentorship. Now, most of our clients do get started with the investment, get in the trenches with their coach, get finding their first deals. And on average, most of our clients find the first deal within week 3 to 5, on average. Okay, some sooner, some a little bit later, but most, I have to give you averages. Remember, it's a 3-month thing. If it's easier for you, even if it's not about cash flow or financially, even if it's just mentally easier for you to process, you can break it down into half and get started with everything and then half at a later date. Or if it's even easier still, you could break it into 3, much smaller. I think it's like 226 or something like that over the 3 months. If that's
okay, so I've gone through over 10 minutes worth of objection handling with that price. The prospect back and forth. And now I'm saying you could do a payment plan. Keep that in your back pocket. The thing that I did wrong there is say you can do 50-50, half and half, but then we should have had a conversation then. But I also partnered that with you could chop it into 3 much smaller pieces. Now that 50-50 has gone straight over our head. I should have really gone another 5 minutes and then said, okay, I'll tell you what I can do. If you're serious, cut it into 3.
Easier than the 6-8?
It is much easier.
Okay. All right. And I want to reiterate to you as well that you seem like a good judge of character. If you will have a 14-day cooling off period, so if for whatever reason, in the unlikely circumstance, you're not happy or you're not satisfied within the first 2 weeks, you can cut ties, full refund, and we go our separate ways. But genuinely, at that point, hand on my heart, I would hope that you learnt enough and you took enough value to go and implement to finding success in the future. Does that sound fair enough?
So once again, sorry, because so you said that this amount can be broken into three, yes? And you said that after, once again, I didn't understand. So after 2 weeks, no. If I feel that
up to the first 14 days. So if you're not happy in 10 days' time, and you don't like the school community, or you don't feel like you're getting a lot of help from your coach, as I said, I'd be very surprised. But you can say, do you know what? This isn't for me. And we go our separate ways.
So does it mean that if I pay 1/3, yeah?
Yeah.
So 1/3, and after 2 weeks I decide. Yeah.
And you get 1/3 back.
That is very good.
We're not in a business of taking
That's
your
by
money.
law, by the way.
We can only
14-day
grow
calling off
as a
period
business if
is
you're
legal.
happy, you're satisfied, but most importantly, you're successful.
Can I ask you one question?
Of course.
Because touchstone is the same. Why do you want more students? Why do you want more people? You don't have to look for more income, because you really are well positioned, financially. All your community. I don't know. I have a feeling. Yes. So why?
I said earlier in this meeting about always wanting to grow, about
Alright.
always wanting to improve. Now, when Vincent started this 20 years ago,
Cynical question to ask, but you will get it a lot. People say, well, if you guys are so good at this, why sell it to other people? Now, the short answer to that, very simply, and only a corporate brain would ask that question. The simple answer is because I'm an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs always want more money. They always want to grow. It's like a plant. Once a plant stops growing, the moment a plant stops growing, it's dead. It's dying. Yeah? You always want to be growing. Okay? But only a poor person would say, well, why don't you gatekeep all your secrets? It's like knowledge is power. Share it because you can sell it.
it would have been in the very early stages. But if he didn't continue to grow, he wouldn't have released some best-selling books published by some of the biggest publishers in the world. And it wouldn't have given us the opportunity to meet people like you and change your situation from a financial circumstance that you're not happy with and taking you into a place where you and your family are far happier financially. That's why he keeps doing it.
Okay, so what about, because that
As powerful as that response was, it was probably a bit wordy, to be fair. Anything like after you've dropped the investment, any questions that you get from your prospects, just keep it short and sweet. Like that, in hindsight, that was way too wordy. Just keep it short and sweet.
your offer of 1/3, and I'm telling you, if I'm going into this, I don't want to. I'm not really interested in having my money back. I want to be in it. It's not. I'm going there because you're going to give me the refund now. I'm going there because I want to finish it. I don't want to start something which I'm planning not to finish. But that opportunity of paying in installments for me is great.
Okay.
And is it possible? Because again, I now have this meetings, and so I have to. The school will be school break in October. I'll be going to Poland and finishing off that project. I'm going to contact you, right? But it won't be this week. Okay, it probably won't be next week. But I'm saying I want to do something about this, and I don't know if I will find something really cheaper. I don't think that I really find something cheaper. If you were saying that you're going to keep me, to show me people who, investors, it's like a treasure box, isn't it?
Mm.
It's a treasure box. If you want to give me the context of them, so what else do you want, really? Only a little bit of, of knowledge.
Yeah.
So really, I'm not sitting here because I have a free day. I mean, of course too, but I want to start. So yes, I would like to do that. Yes.
Okay. I can include you into the school community so you can get started today. Your coach can reach out to you and say, Christina, when are you free for a 5-minute call? Because they want to introduce themselves to you. I only want to do that if you are keen to start this process.
I am, yes, I am.
Are you 100% sure?
Now I feel stressed. I feel what happens to me when some heads roll. I fail somehow, do something strange. I don't know if I just run away. I don't know. It seems so serious. Yes, I do. I want to. You're very serious now. You know, you're stressing me.
Okay. Well, while we're here, I know that you've dreamed of this for 2 or 3 years. Let's waste no more time and let's do this together.
Cheesy. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, all right. Okay. You're smiling to me. You're so, so handsome. I have to tell your partner that you're a charming person as well.
Thank you. I will pass that on. And you are too, and you have a beautiful heart. Really, I can see, because you're doing this not for you, you're doing this for your family.
Come on. The
That's
Riz
what I
level,
really respect.
10.
For myself.
Right.
For myself too, yeah.
Of course. Is it okay if I grab some details from you? What's the current address? What's your current address, Christina?
I don't want any of you cheesy little beggars going knocking on her door saying, how's Jake getting on? You don't need to see the rest of that. I do a lot more call reviews and call breakdowns with my one-to-one clients in my corporate to closer boot camp, 4-week training, and the corporate to closer elite. Ones who think that they would benefit from a little bit more support or on an eight-week program. Listen, I hope that was useful to see. I think it's always good to see a close. I will try and do a good discovery phase of a call, just to give you an idea of what a good discovery looks like. At the start of a call, when you're asking the questions, what kind of skilled questions you should be asking, just to really understand where your prospect is. But yeah, again, hope you enjoy that. I'll pop the link for the sales community below. If you've got any feedback on that, anything that you would have done differently, or anything you really like, drop it in the comments. See you soon.